Back to the big story of the morning, some developing news from overnight as we take a live look at the Fulton County Courthouse in Georgia, where former President Donald Trump is now indicted for the fourth time in 5 months.
That indictment mentions Wisconsin 9 times in the text. Shane Hogan is here to break down the ties this latest case has to our state, Shane.
Yeah, Leah, that's correct. A Georgia grand jury is handing former President Trump and nearly 24 of his allies 41 charges for their alleged roles in trying to overturn the 2020 election. They're also accused of similar actions in our state and others across the country. In total, Wisconsin mentioned 9 times in the indictment, unsealed before cameras late last night. At one point, the text details an email from a Trump attorney recommending that Wisconsin meet and cast electoral votes for Trump despite the fact that he lost our state. Trump and 18 others are named in this indictment that includes former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Trump's one-time personal lawyer and former mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani.
The defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result.
Giuliani, again, one of those accused of racketeering and conspiracy for allegedly putting in calls to pressure local officials and making false statements about election fraud. Overnight, Giuliani called the indictment part of a book of lies. Now, this is the 4th indictment of Donald Trump. His previous indictments were for allegedly paying adult film actress Stormy Daniels hush money. Then in June, he was charged over his alleged mishandling of government secrets after leaving office. And earlier this month, the former president was indicted by a federal grand jury in Washington over his push to again overturn the results of the 2020 election. Now, Trump has maintained that he's done nothing wrong, his campaign calling these indictments election interference. Moving forward, Georgia prosecutors say Trump and his allies have until next Friday to voluntarily surrender themselves to authorities.
Really interesting details this morning and potential implications for Wisconsin. A story we'll continue to follow. Shane, thank you.